Look, he's smiling at you. What do you say?
That's Pat.
Must I leave you to it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Mum, this is Dr. Gallagher. He's been looking after us. Doctor, this is Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a sore finger.
No, you haven't. He's getting all the attention for once.
I'll catch you later.
Bit underdressed for a doctor.
They don't all hide behind three-piece suits these days, you know.
Oh, looks as if he's just got out of bed to me. Oh, who's a healthy boy then? Who's gonna smile for his grandma?
Please, table, sir. Excuse me. Where have you been?
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It was that rotten car again. If you didn't know you better, I'd ask you to sub me some money to get a new distributor.
Yes, and if I didn't know you better, I'd offer to buy you a distributor. Get an alarm clock, Kieran.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hang on. Danny Phillips. Dr. Morris wants us to start replacing some of the foods he's had withdrawn, and since she's quietly confident that tartrazine is a gremlin, we should start with that.
And what if he hits the roof?
Well, he will if we're successful. It's if nothing happens that we start worrying, because it means you have to start all over again.
Does his mum know?
No, I'd rather she didn't just now.
Cal, time for your appointment. Cal, time for your appointment.
You can ditch that for a start. I'm going nowhere in a wheelchair.
I'm sorry, I'm not prepared to accompany you unless you go in the chair. What if you pass out again?
Leave me where I am.
What's the matter?
You won't use the chair.
I wish you would, Cal.
Second wish.
Keep a close eye on him, will you?
Bend. Bend.
You're not concentrating.
It hurts.
You know it does at first. You also know it always feels much better after your exercise. So come on. Use the water to take your weight. Bend. That's not what you're here for.
All right.
What's on your mind?
This place. It's all right when you know the routine, but you must do your head in when you don't want to be here.
Does that feel comfortable?
Feel a nerd.
Now, when I switch on, I'll give you simple instructions. If you could do your best to follow them. No, keep still. Relax. Close your eyes. Open. Close again.
Well done, Danny. You've made a real effort with your diary. So, fish makes you tired. Was that just yesterday, or does it happen all the time?
Just yesterday.
He usually likes fish, don't you, Danny?
Especially sardines on toast.
Well, hopefully it won't be too long before we can put you back on a full diet again, OK?
Great.
There you are, Danny. I thought Doctor said he wasn't allowed.
Oh, it's fine now.
Doctor says it's fine.
I think they must be mad. What if he throws another screeching tantrum? Bingo.
Does it say, Mitch?
Doesn't say anything, and please, don't call me that.
What does it show, then?
It shows examples of how your brainwaves are functioning. The different stages of the graph represent a different wave. If you really wanted to know, you should have let Dr. Khan explain it to you properly.
And?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, you know enough, though, don't you? Please.
To investigate the possibility of epilepsy.
Where does it say that?
I told you, I don't know that it
Where does
says
it say that? This is all bull.
Cal, this is outrageous!
First, First, I didn't know what was happening. Just now and again, I'd drift off on the bus on the way to school. People had been talking to me without realising.
But you didn't tell anyone?
No chance.
Cal, it's nothing to be ashamed of. The seizures are a kind of electrical storm in the brain.
Digger.
Like a thunder. Sorry?
Lad in our class, he used to have fits. We called him Digger, because every time he threw a wobbler, he looked like he could dig a road up. He stopped coming to school in the end.
I'm not surprised. Haven't your parents noticed anything?
Oh, sure. My room's a mess, I'm never home on time. And now and again, I rifle my dad's milk money for spends. But one day, I'm going to take him by surprise, aren't I?
They'll be told now anyway. Dr. Khan will prescribe a course of treatment until your system can be balanced. When you go back to school, they'll be none the wiser.
You don't understand. You haven't a clue. They trash you for anything round our end. They'll dig till they find out. I know they will. And come up with a name for me. No problem. Spaz squirmy. I don't want it. I hate
you
it.
You can't control the way the idiots think, but you can stand up to them.
Tell them. No chance.
Imagine how you'd have been if Digger had tried opening his heart to you. Come on, we better get back before they send a search party. I'd appreciate it if you'd do me a favour. I shouldn't have given you some of that information, so...
Where on earth did she get her hands on that?
She asked her dad to bring her in for her.
Just remind me never to book her for any parties.
Isn't she fit enough to be sent home yet? If it's not that thing, she's always rabbiting everyone to death anyway. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
You don't do so bad yourself.
Yeah, well, I usually make sense.
Oh, I can't stand it. If her battery's done without soon, I'm gonna jump all over it.
Shut up! You can't play, so why do you try? It's like listening to chalk on a blackboard. Shut up! Now!
All right, Rowan.
Now! Get
To do with you, really. Clear his locker.
I'm sorry. He was fine. He was just dropping off and Mags gave him the orange
No
juice.
problem, Mrs. Phillips. Can I have a word?
Yeah, go on. Talk about me. Everybody goes in there to talk about me. Well, ask me if I care. What's funny?
I'm sorry. I just can't stand it. It's too much all the time.
There's something we didn't tell you, Mrs. Phillips. We expected this.
Why?
The orange juice.
Cordial. That particular cordial has a high proportion of additives.
You mean you gave it him deliberately? Oh, that just seems cruel.
Well, without testing it, we'd never have known what the problem was.
There's usually more than one food in the background, so we must continue testing.
But in the meantime, Mrs. Phillips, I want you to realise that we're all working together on this. It'll help if we follow the plan.
Of course.